Tonight, the troubleshooters are getting results for this Pop Warner football team in a bit of a turf war with Hartford. You see, the city wanted to charge them thousands of dollars to play on a local field. NBC Connecticut's Sabina Kuriakos has our investigation.
Down to the goalpost and back. Go.
Stay in your lane.
Supporters called a lifeline for inner city youth here in Hartford. 250 kids ages 5 to 15 on the field and off the street. Members of the Hartford Hurricanes,
Wishbone blast right.
the city's Pop Warner football team.
If it wasn't for practice, where would they be?
In the streets. But instead, I can round these kids up, keep their interest for 2 hours, make them tired so they can go home, eat, and go to sleep.
But this season, the Hurricanes are going head-to-head with a different kind of opponent. Just 2 weeks before the season was set to start, the city slapped the all-volunteer organization with this $13,000 list of charges to use Dillon Stadium for their home games. That's an increase of $10,000 from past years they played at Dillon.
I don't think we should be charged for Dillon Stadium. We're talking about over 90% of our kids, 250 youth from the city of Hartford, having to pay to play football.
Here's where the team played last season. These are pictures they took of Cronin Park. Players say this city field became a muddy mess when it rained, so bad that at times visiting teams would threaten to forfeit the game.
I got embarrassed that kids used to come to our field and play in the muddy field where they always slipping and sliding.
For the kids that play on the Hurricanes, Dillon here is the dream. A stadium comparable to the fields used by teams from other towns and cities. Just listen to the way 12-year-old Alan Lawson describes it.
I love Dillon Stadium. It has big bleachers, has a concession stand. It has all that you need at a football stadium.
What do you say to a child that's wishing he could just play football on a nice football field in the city? We're the capital. I think we could step it up.
Still, love of the game isn't enough to cover that $13,000 price tag. The team was told they could play for free on the city's other fields, but no other fields are ready or available. Frustrated with the city's response, they called the troubleshooters.
Councilman, are the Hartford Hurricanes going to have a season this year?
Of course they will. That's not even a question.
We went to the city of Hartford to find out why the bill shot up this year. First, council members told us the charges were sent in error.
It's a simple mistake. I don't think anyone meant to send that type of bill out for a little Hartford youth organization.
Not so, according to the mayor's office and the head of the Department of Public Works, the agency that sent the bill in the first place.
Where did this whole $13,000 bill come from?
We just presented them with the bill for what is the normal charges for that.
Normal charges now that budget cuts have left the city strapped for cash and unable to help the Hurricanes foot the bill like in past seasons.
Set, go.
It took weeks of back and forth. The decision ultimately lay with City Council, and just this week, a change of heart.
We certainly are going to vote to reduce fees for children, teams that have young people in them.
City Council members are now promising to allow the Hurricanes to play all 4 home games at Dillon for $3,000. It was a tough win for the Hurricanes, one before their season even starts.
I really don't think we would have been able to do it without NBC on the story, and hopefully we don't have to call you for these type of issues anymore.
For the NBC Connecticut Troubleshooters, I'm Sabina Kuriakos.
The Hurricanes are now lking for donations to help raise that $3,000.